Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about concrete saws, STIHL TS420 concrete saws. Same thing will apply to all the concrete saws out there. I've got a saw in the shop here. Customer's not sure if it's pooched. The reason I'm making the video is to show you some things that will cause a concrete saw to get pooched, even if you're not running not enough oil in your gas. So this will be a different thing here. I want to show you this. I'll take it apart. I'll let you know if it's worth fixing or not. This will apply to anybody there, whether you're running a small engine shop or if you're running a concrete business of some sort, you do landscaping and you use these saws. I want to show you a quick way to find out if your saw's pooched and if it's worth fixing or not. So let's get right into it. Here's the saw. These are awesome saws, by the way, guys. These are the ones that I recommend to all my customers if they're big enough for their jobs. These saws here have no electronics that are hard to deal with. Now, this came in, customer says it stopped running. We did get it started, but it was like no power, didn't run right. We're just wondering what's going on. First thing I look at when I get this issue is pull the cord. This one's extremely easy to pull. This does not feel right. Before you write it off as being burned out, is make sure if there is a decompressor button here that it's pulled up. Sometimes these decompressors, they get jammed up with concrete and then they're stuck. Usually they're under here, under some soft rubber. This one does not have one, I'm surprised. But if you do, eliminate that first, because if that's stuck, you may still have a good engine, but you just need to replace the decompressor. This one has no decompressor. There's definitely an issue with the compression. So what I'll do here today is show you how to quickly diagnose this without any special tools. You do not need special tools for this today, except for the sockets and the Torx bit to remove these parts. First thing you want to do is remove the recoil. You'll need a 13mm socket to do this. Get yourself a T27 Torx screwdriver as well. This is all you need for this job. Let's get right into it. A lot of dust coming out of this saw. Now get the Torx screw out here. I like to loosen the belt with the scrunch here. Just turn it all the way to the left. And now get this belt off. Now what you can do is grab this whole part here and pull it out, get the belt out. Now the reason I took all that off is so that I can access the muffler here, and this is how we're going to find out what's going on. I'm imagining that there could be some scoring on the piston and cylinder. There may be, there may not be. You don't know till you take the muffler off. So what I'll do is illuminate the piston and the cylinder here, and I'm going to zoom right in. Now, as you guys know, if you run a 2-cycle engine with no oil in the gas, it will fry it, get it all scored up. What I should do right now is check the gas tank. Maybe you can do that before you do all this. So what you want to make sure is that they had mixed gas in there, and it is colored. It is properly mixed. I already knew that, but I forgot to film it at the beginning, but you could check that right off the bat, guys. Then if the gas is good, do what I'm doing. Now, if you look inside the cylinder here, you can see it does not look scored. So I'm going to spin it from the flywheel here. It doesn't look scored. There is a lot of carbon here. This is all the exhaust carbon here, but no compression. The spark plug is in this saw, by the way. Okay, so it's not all scored up. Why is that? Why don't you have compression when it's not scored up? I'll get right into that right now. I thought I'd show you that the spark plug is in this saw, guys. There's no decompressor, the plug's in, and we barely have any compression. Now if you've checked your gas, it's good. You've checked this, it's not scored, and you're wondering what's going on. You got the plug in, decompressor's okay. Go to the air filter, guys. And with your T27 Torx, get the 4 screws out of here. They're usually all caked with concrete and dust. Sometimes the screws are jammed in there. Sometimes screws are missing, like today. There's only 2 screws. When you look at this, guys, and you see all the dust, you see a filter that's probably has not been changed for months. It's done hours and hours of work, and all the dust is here. What's happened here, guys, is the dust from the work has worked its way through the filter. Somehow a little bit can get in, and it has slowly kind of like sanded down the piston. It's kind of like if I had some fine emery sandpaper and I sanded a piston down and a cylinder over and over again for hours. Eventually, you're removing metal. You are actually expanding the distance between the piston and the cylinder and the rings, and you're decreasing the compression. You're just sanding it down slowly, so subtly that you may not notice. This is what's going on with these saws. 95% of them that come in my shop are not scored. The only time they're scored is when they forgot to put the proper fuel mix in the tank. My suggestion for this, and I've said this to many customers, is if you're doing a week-long job or 2-3 day job, change your filters before the job and change them after the job. See, when you remove the main filter, there's a pre-filter here, and it's not tight in there. Do you see that right here? It's not sealed properly. It was loose, so the dust will get in. And here's basically a smoking gun, guys. This is one of the most excessive cases I've seen, because this is going straight into your engine. It's like throwing a fine sand in your cylinder as it's running. And this is where it gets right in your carburetor. And then inside here, where it's being fed, the air, it is dirty in there. So basically the diagnosis on this saw is it was slowly fed some dust, some rock dust, concrete dust, and it is abrasive. This is what I was getting at earlier, and it has slowly destroyed the top end on this machine. Very, very important to regularly maintain these saws. The best thing you can do for them all the time is to replace the air filters after every job you do for a customer. And make sure you clean all the ports inside here. And I want to show you something. If I take off this little cover, I'll bet you it's all full of concrete dust. This saw will be scrapped. It'll be just kept as a part saw. You can see all the crud coming out of here. It's very excessive on this one. Look at that. Now this is what is destroying these saws, guys. This is the intake of air. Air comes through here. And look at this. Look at that. This is all a buildup. And these intake ports right here, they're almost plugged, guys. This is a very, very extreme case, as I mentioned. This is definitely why the saw's pooched. So I just thought I'd show you that, guys. This may help you guys who have a business that use these saws and you want to find out quickly if your saw is pooched or not. Do what I showed you today. Also, if you want to make them last like 10 times longer, do the filters regularly and make sure to clean the port on this side right here. The last part I took apart, clean that very well all the time. You can use brake cleaner, but don't wait till it's built up like that, because it's a lot harder to clean. Hopefully the video has helped you out, guys. If it has, please hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.